Alrighty guys, welcome back to a new stream here for the week. Well man, my hair is absolutely crazy, but we're going to be kind of just chatting about some of the stocks I want to keep on watch for this upcoming week. So I hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys get anything in value, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask them right in here. I will actually move myself over here so you guys can kind of see your questions and the questions that roll in. So I hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys get anything in value, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's start off with some of the stocks we're looking at. So one of the stocks that we are looking at right now is Macy's. Macy's did release an earnings, and they actually blew their earnings out of the water, causing this huge amount of buying pressure to step in place. You can see the stock went from about $30 all the way up to about 37 before starting to sell off a little bit. So this is one that I'm going to be kind of keeping an eye on here. You can see we had this move of about 20% of value in the matter of 8 hours, which is beautiful. Now it's starting to sell off a little bit just because anytime a stock goes up that much that quick, we always see a tendency to see some sell off shortly after. So now one of the things that I am looking at is finding a support. I do think we'll see some support step in, definitely at about $32, not to mention probably a little sooner. So anywhere from 34 to 32, right in that zone would be a good opportunity, using this old resistance right here as some new support. You can see it several times, has a hard time breaking above it. So one of the things that I'm looking at is just an opportunity to get in on a good price. So what's going on, Kevin? But yeah, this is one that I am looking at for sure. So another stock that I'm looking at is obviously Tesla. Tesla had this huge sell-off all the way down to about $1,000, establishing support, right? We see it step in, even in here, if you look close, you can see little consolidation, support there, hits it, support. So now we have resistance here at about 1,200. So most likely this stock will start and slowly start creeping its way back up to some highs here. That would be the ideal goal of this. Not to mention, guys, Tesla is just a fantastic stock here to at least keep on watch. Virtually every week, you can never go wrong with keeping your eye on Tesla. I'm super excited to see if it hits these highs here. Is it overvalued? Could be a little bit, but I really think that Tesla, there's rumors to, of having them work on mobile devices and a whole bunch of other things here too. So I'm super excited for that one. Not to mention Rivian, right? We all know Rivian, and I called it RIVN in one of my videos, and people freaked out. But Rivian here, you can see, just had an amazing move. So anytime a stock goes up this much, this quick, we have that tendency to see sell off. No stock goes up forever without selling off. So you can see we had that sell off. I do think we'll get another bounce stepping into at least probably 150 to 160. Right in that range, I think we'll start seeing another bounce and then more sell off after that. This is just one to keep on watch. I'm super excited to see kind of where it goes, what's happening with it. Is it going to be the next Tesla? I think that's a very, very possibility just because Tesla is more than Tesla, right? They're the leader in that sector. So when a company says, "Oh, we're the new Tesla," no, there's no new Tesla. It's almost better if you want to invest in the next Tesla. It's almost way too risky to do that because no Tesla is going to be Tesla. So it might be better just to buy Tesla stock. Not to mention we have a NIO here that's looking pretty interesting here with the sell-off. We have Lucid with this amazing pop in pressure, went from about $20 all the way up to $60, sold off, established support near about 45, bounced up to 54. There could be a move from 55 to 61. We'll probably see a little bit of sell-off, right? It's up 17%. I would not be surprised if we see start seeing some sell-off stepping in here. You can see the 5-day chart. We had this amazing move, and then now we're just starting to see some sell-off step in place. So I wouldn't be too surprised if we see that sell-off stepping in. Another one is RIV. This is just an ETF that I love. Virtually a whole bunch of amazing companies in it. Google, AMD, NVIDIA, companies that are really focused in the autonomous driving sector. Just one to keep on watch for sure. And if we look at the general market, You can see the past week hasn't done much. We had some pops, but if we go out, we go to the yearly chart, you can see we're slowly on this upward trend. Everything's looking good. We did see that sell off, got bought up really, really quick. That old resistance, it could possibly still be there. You know, if we look at it, you can see, right, this old resistance. So this old resistance near about 470, you can see it just having a hard time breaking above it. So I think we'll either see a pop in it or most likely see another sell-off this week in the market. So finding some support near probably about 465 would be a good opportunity. It's probably just going to be a little bit of a flat week. I wouldn't be surprised. But if you have any questions about anything, feel free to ask. I know I kind of ramble on about certain things. So don't be afraid to ask. So another one, if we look at, Apple here, we had an amazing couple of days, really breaking out of some resistance at about 157. Paid a dividend, released some good earnings. Apple's Apple. You can never go wrong with owning shares of it. So if you're always asking yourself, should I buy Apple? Is the move over? It's always better to have a little bit of Apple than not have it at all, just because it's such an amazing company. Especially the Morgan Stanley came out and said, hey, if Apple announces the Apple Car and it's actually a hit or is somewhat of a hit, their market cap could double. And when you realize that, so a company that's worth $2 trillion doubles to 4, that is so much money. I don't think that we'll see that, but if it even comes close to that, that is an amazing move. So Apple being and getting into the electric sector could be something to be interested in. Not to mention just a solid growth stock, great numbers, great fundamentals, solid, dividends. You can see just from holding this, you're going to be getting paid a decent dividend, guys. So it's always better to hold a little bit of Apple than not have it at all. I'm just looking up some more here, stocks that I wanted to look at. Another one we have is another stock is INO. This is one on the short side, just getting some major sell-off here, establishing support near about $5.57 with it being up this high with this massive downward trend. I would not be surprised if we start seeing some sell-offs starting in this week sometime. Another one here is NTLA. This is another one that I think we'll see a little bit of some short opportunity. We had this huge pop-up, establishing resistance at about 178. Stock has been just selling off ever since. We'll probably get some move back down about 120, right in that zone. So a little bit of about $9. Another one that I want to look at, and if you guys want me to look at any, just let me know. MLI is one that I think we'll start seeing some moves back up. Did find some support near this. I believe that's the 9 moving average line. I think we'll probably see another pop back up to these highs here at 63. Another move that I think we'll have is VCTR. Huge pop. Did find some support just like it did in here, near and around that 200 moving average line. So it hit it, got bought up. Major sell-off. I do think there will be a little bit of a swing trade on this move here. Something to at least keep on watch over the next week for sure is VCTR. The last and final one that I have on my list is Zbra. This is another company here that I think we'll see a little bit of some buying pressure stepping in, right? We had this great sell-off, found support near that 200 moving average line, starting to move and starting to break out of some highs. I do think we'll see a resistant breakout this week of about 416. Hopefully we can get up to about 425 in that zone would be fantastic. And if you guys have any questions about anything, just let me know and we'll talk it out. So right now, these were virtually all the stocks that I wanted to look at. So MU, let's pull it up. So this one here, we had this huge pop going up about 7% of value. Right now, we have let's actually go to like a 3-year chart. So if we look at the chart, you can see we had this amazing move. Stock has really sold off virtually almost the whole year from about 97, which is that resistance, all the way down, to 83. So we're on that short-term downward trend, but an upward long-term trend, as you can see. So this one actually looks very interesting to me. I would love to see the fundamentals or kind of what's going on. Make sure result. Okay, so analyst calls it a top pick. So honestly, this could be something interesting here. We have a lot of sell-off from the high, so you're buying at a somewhat of a fair price. I would love to see like the cash on hand, the revenue, because you want to make sure that the company has great revenue, great margin, and honestly in a growing sector. So this is actually very, very interesting. Not to mention, guys, it looks like they are starting to pay somewhat of a dividend. So this is a pretty decent stock to at least take a little bit of a stab at, if you ask me. MU, very, very interesting. But yeah, guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed these live streams. I try to do it as much as I can, just to kind of talk to you guys more. But overall, that is it for the live stream. Quick and easy. That's kind of how I roll. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you guys later. Remember to stay happy, stay positive.